Good morning, everyone. If you are able to hear me and see me, just type it that we are able to hear and see you properly, and then I will start my class immediately. So write it down on your chat window. So we are able to hear and see you properly. That's it. Hi, everyone. That we are able to hear and see you properly, and then I will start my class. Good. So you're able to hear and see me properly now. So I will start my class straight away. Let me just ask you this before I start. Just like I asked you last day, are you more interested to know the different types of nouns, pronouns, adjectives, or you are more interested to go into public speaking straight away? So I'm waiting for your answer. Let me know, grammar first or public speaking first. So on demand, I will be doing the one that you request me to take first. Let me just check. All right, I started getting the answers. Public speaking, grammar, public speaking first. Harsh Kumar, I'm more interested in grammar. All right, since I've got the answers from you, now I will be shifting to public speaking first. So let me just blow up my screen a little bit so that you can see me. Let me get to the right slide and start it for you. Tenses we will cover after we cover the parts of speech. So right now, most of the people, they are asking for public speaking. So I will start with the public speaking first. Now, the last day I started with public speaking. I told you a few things, that what are the myths that we need to understand, and we need to get rid of the myths. Now, what do you mean by a myth? A myth is a wrong conception. A myth is a wrong conception, and the fact is something else, but we start believing in the myths. So there are a few myths that I would like to share. The first myth is, it's a question first, is public speaking meant only for professional speakers? What do you think? Do you think public speaking is meant only for professional speakers, or is it for everyone? I'm waiting for the answer very quickly. As soon as you start giving the answer, I'll understand that you are with me, and I will go for the next point. My face is obstructing because I don't want you to see a slide right now. I want to speak to you. So the slides are not important as of now. It's more important that we talk to each other, and the moment I find that the slide will be more important for you to see, I will minimize my picture and you can see the slides properly. Yeah, Master Gamers has written that it is for everyone. Yeah, most of the people have written for everyone. So Sayam Kotecha, Neeraj Ingre, and Harsh Kumbhare. Good. Right. The second myth. What do you understand by the word stage? Is stage just an elevated platform? Is stage just an elevated platform, or anywhere where you stand and you start speaking, it can be a stage? It can be a few guests coming to your house, your parents introducing you to the guests, and you start speaking in front of them. So will that be a stage as well, or the stage is only that elevated platform in the assembly or in a particular hall or in a particular podium where you are starting to speak something? So what is a stage? Is stage anywhere where you stand and start interacting with people, or stage is only that elevated platform? So what is your conception about the stage? Anywhere, right? Smita Deshmukh has written it's anywhere. Very good. Now the third conception. Now I will try to minimize my screen a little bit. I think it will be better if you can see the slides a little bit. So let me check if I can minimize my photo and a few points can be seen as well. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. So my next point is the best lesson that I have learned as a trainer, as a teacher. So what is the best lesson that I have learned as a trainer, as a teacher? Now this is not only about classroom teaching. I have been interacting with a lot of teachers, a lot of principals. I have been training a lot of people in the software industry on public speaking. I have taken different classes and sessions in big companies, and from there I have learned something. From there what I have learned is that it is okay not to know everything. It's okay to not know everything. No one can know everything. We are not moving Googles or moving encyclopedias. So it's okay if you do not know something, but it's very important that if you are passionate about something, you start learning it. Now one thing that I have understood as a trainer, there's a difference between a trainer and a person like a tourist guide. The tourist guide can actually inform you about the places that he has not been to. So he has never been to, let's say, London, but he can still tell you something about London. He has not been to, let's say, Kolkata. He can still say something to you about Kolkata. But a trainer is someone who has been through everything. The trainer is a person who has been through that learning phase. He has accumulated knowledge from experience. And from experience, I can tell you, there are a lot many things that I have understood. The first thing is, it's okay if you are nervous on the stage. If it's okay that if you are afraid of the stage. It's okay if you are afraid of the mic. So these things are very, very important to understand, that if you are afraid of public speaking, it's absolutely okay. And there are times when I have been nervous climbing up on the stage. There are times when I feel nervous, or I felt nervous rather, when I interacted with people coming to my house. I did not know what to say. So these are the times which are very, very testing times. So at that time, you do not know what to do. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to take you out from this particular phase to a phase where you become an expert in public speaking. Now when I say expert in public speaking, I do not mean that you start speaking straight away in front of a 2,000 audience, but you are slowly going to shift to that particular level. आपको यहाँ से लेके उस level तक पहुँचाने का जिम्मेदारी अब मुझ पे छोड़ दो. So what I'm trying to do right now is, I'm trying to make you understand few basic things about public speaking, which is very, very important. And the phases that I'm going to tell you, I have been through these phases. Now what I have done is, I've seen a lot of people speaking. I have studied and read different books. I have seen different videos. Now whatever knowledge I have accumulated from these things, I will be sharing with you. And I bet you are going to become a public speaker within no time. If you just attentively listen to my class, participate in it properly, you can be a very effective public speaker. Now, do you agree to the fact? There's a proverb that says I should not speak about my work. My work should speak about itself. मैं खुद के काम के बारे में नहीं बोलूंगा, मेरे काम खुद बात करेगा. Now, do you agree to this? That we should not speak about whatever we are doing, we should not speak about whatever we have done, wonderful things. Only the work will speak for itself. There's a proverb like that, that let not you speak, let your work speak for yourself. So do you agree to that? If Ahmad Siddiqui, you say you agree. Now, let me just tell you that this is the time when the time has come to disagree. To disagree, you need to speak about yourself, your work as well. You are supposed to represent yourself. You are your brand ambassador. So if you do not speak for yourself, no one else will do it. You are the person who knows yourself the best. You know what you are doing. So you need to tell others what exactly you are doing. There are products. There is a company called Amway. And you must have heard about the company. Now this Amway company, they did not believe in advertising. They did not believe in advertising. And they said our product is so good that people will start using it straight away. But what happened to Amway? Amway, in due course of time, started shifting at no advertisement mode to advertisement mode. They started speaking about themselves. Yes, they had representatives sent to different gatherings. They spoke about the benefits of the product, why the product is expensive, why a toothpaste of Amway cost 100 rupees, and why a Colgate costs something around, let's say, 50 rupees. So what is the reason the price is more? Amway started speaking for themselves. Unless Amway would have told us, we wouldn't have ever known what is the difference between two toothpastes, right? So it's very important that you talk about yourself. Now, has it ever happened to you? And this is the next question that I have to ask you. Has it ever happened to you that a lot of buffering signals I'm getting? See, I can't help it. It's a network problem. The buffering happens not because of my signal. The buffering happens also because of your mobile signal. So please do not put the buffering sign, because what is happening is I'm getting cut off from your conversation. If it is buffering, it's perfectly okay. Don't worry about it. So tell all is well. So buffering is a network problem of your mobile. And because of these times when everyone is accessing the mobile internet, the net will be definitely slow. So don't worry. So my question now is, let me just check if my signal is proper or not. Yes, I'm getting proper signal. Let me know if it's fine now. It feels really bad when the interruptions happens like this, but we can't help. In Malkapur, the network providers, including the mobile companies, they are running a very slow speed. I do not understand why. So anyway, all funny messages coming up. Video stopped, I can understand. What you do is you close your window one more time and start it over. You close your window and start it over, it will not buffer. I think something has happened with the network connectivity. No problem, you close your window and start all over, and let me know if it started. Yeah, most of the people are telling it's fine now, started. I'll just wait for everyone to understand that we are on the same page. Everyone is able to see me. Great, it started. So if most of you are able to see me and hear me, do something. Just tell over there that what you can type. You can just type, please start. Please start. If I get the message from you, I can understand that it's okay. So just type in, I'm waiting for your messages. I think most of your signals are working fine now. If it's not working, close your video and start again, and it will start working. So it said, yes, it started. Video started. Video not started yet for some, but most of you have written it started. I'm going to wait for another 2 minutes, and then we are going to go for the next point. So in the meantime, those who have already been able to see me, I asked a few questions. If you remember correctly, the questions were, is public speaking for professional speakers? The answer is no, it is for everyone. Is stage only an elevated platform? The answer is no. Wherever you stand, it can be a stage. Wherever you stand, it can be a stage. And the third thing is, the best lesson that I have learned as a public speaker or as an orator is, there are phases through which you need to go to become an effective public speaker, and these are the phases that I will take you through. I will take you through each of these phases. I will understand that what are the difficulties, or I do understand what are the difficulties that you face when you stand on a platform holding a microphone, or someone comes to your house, your parents are trying to introduce you, how you feel like, how the butterflies in the stomach start flying all over, and you feel nervous, you do not know what to say, you just make some facial expressions which shows that you are nervous, you cannot speak properly, you wanted to say something but you could not effectively say what you wanted. These are the difficulties that you have. So these difficulties, I have been through these difficulties, so do not worry, you can be through these difficulties as well. The next question is, English. My English is not good. Can I still be a good public speaker? English has nothing to do with public speaking. You can manage with like a fair English or below average English as well if needed, and you can still be an effective public speaker. Because to speak, your grammatical mistakes will not be very, very important. All that will be important is what you want to convey to the people in front of you. And the last question they asked before the interruption happened with the network was, do you agree to the fact that you should not speak about yourself, your work should speak about it? Now I told you that the time has come when you should speak about your work as well, but you need to know how to speak about yourself. You cannot just brag, you cannot just tell good things about yourself in a way where people think that you are very, very proud and conceited. So you need to speak in such a way about yourself which will put forward your work without making people feel that you are a proud person or conceited person. All right. Now I don't know whether it's still buffering. It's still buffering, is it? I'll check again. I'm repeatedly testing the speed test, and I think my Mbps is pretty high right now. So if you're not getting the signal, please stop the video and start all over. Now the last day I gave you some work to be done. I asked you to record your oratory. When you speak in front of people, just record it on a mobile. Your whole body should be covered, and then save it. Why did I ask you to do this? I will explain later on. Right? So I wanted to ask you this: has it ever happened to you? Has it ever happened to you that you are sitting in front of a stage and someone is speaking, and you're looking at the person, but your mind is somewhere else? Your mind is somewhere else. You're listening to the person, seemingly listening to the person. You're not listening actually. You're looking at the stage, you're looking at the person's movement, but your mind is somewhere else. Has it ever happened to you? Yes, it has happened to you. Now, what is the guarantee? What is the guarantee that when you start speaking in front of people, they do not do the same thing? You may think that I'm speaking very well. You are on a stage, you start speaking, and then people are just looking at you, but they are not actually listening. They are not attentive. This is what happens in most of the classes, you know. The teachers bang the table with the duster and say, "May I have your attention? May I have your attention?" That means what? You were looking at the teacher, but you were not listening to the teacher. So when that happens, it's a very painful thing. So what is the guarantee that when you will speak, people will not look here and there, people will not check their WhatsApp, people will not check their Facebook, people will not think something else, but they will be listening to you? Yes, you can learn that skill as well. I'm going to talk about all these skills. And the next question that was there was, is public speaking a learnable skill? Can public speaking be learned, or you are born as a speaker? Let me just tell you that public speaking can be learned. It's just like any other skill. You know, for example, if I ask you to go on the stage and start dancing, those who do not know, someone has written, Unnati Mota has written, we will make them entertained. You know, most of the people, they feel that we are entertaining people, but actually they are not getting entertained. They are thinking of something else. So Aman Thakur is telling, I will ask questions to drag their attention. Yes, that's true. You can use different techniques. So these are the techniques that we are going to talk about today. What are the techniques to make people glue to your presence? You know, when you are on the stage, people will not think something else. They will not go for WhatsApp, they will not go for Facebook, but they will be listening to you. So there are skills, and these skills can be learned. So these skills can be learned. Now let's go to the next slide. So quick learning and quick unlearning, both is important. So when I'm trying to teach you something that is public speaking, I will make you unlearn few things as well. So first thing is, speakers are not born, only babies are born. So in this world, remember, there is nothing called a born speaker, born orator, born cricketer, born footballer. There is nothing like that. Everything is acquired. You may have talent, inbuilt talent can be there, but that talent to come out in proper shape, you need to polish it. You need to learn how to do it. So remember, no one is a born speaker. In this world, only one thing is born, that are babies. So when you start your public speaking course right now with me, you are in the same platform as that of everyone else. So don't worry, do not feel that I do not know English properly, my language is not so good, I am not so confident. These are the things that comes to the mind. I know that because I've gone through this. I told you, I share a story with you, which I'll do again to make you understand what I mean. So just understand this, that when you are feeling all these things, it's perfectly normal. The second most important thing is, before you connect with the audience, connect with yourself. Before you actually connect with the audience, connecting with yourself is very important. Now, if you have made that video that I told you for 1 minute, you will be understanding what I mean. If you have not made it, do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. Just right now, stop where I'm speaking. I will take a break. I will take a break for 2 minutes. In that, just take 1 minute to record yourself. Because this will be very, very important. If you have still not recorded your video, record it right now. Record it right now while I'm speaking. I'll not go to the next topic before 2 minutes. So stop it here. Go ask someone from your house, your mother, your brother, your father, anyone to record yourself. Record yourself speaking for 1 minute, and then you will understand what I mean. Do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. Go and record your 1 minute video if you have not done it. Do not worry about the clarity of the slide. Do not worry about the clarity of the slide. If you're able to hear me, good enough. I told speakers are not born. The second point I wrote over there was, before you connect with the audience, connect with yourself. I'll try to zoom up my screen a little bit. Let me check if it's possible. So I'll try to increase the font a little bit. But those who have not done it, when I'm doing this, go and record. What you're waiting for? Record your 1 minute video. All right, I think I have blown up the size of the screen. Now let me know, are you recording it? Are you recording it? I'm waiting for 2 minutes. I'll not speak. Record 1 minute video. Someone has written from China. Sir, I'm from China and your class is best. That's good. You're watching from China. Wonderful to hear that, that you are speaking from China. How are the conditions over there? We are all affected. We are all affected by the coronavirus. We are staying indoors, and that is the reason we are running these online classes. Knowledgeable unique facts are not clear. You will soon understand what I'm talking about. Right now, if you have made the video, it's okay, fine, congratulations. If you have not made it, wait. I'm waiting for you. Go and record it. You can record on your mobile phones. As I told, record on your mobile phone. Simple. Stand in front of the mobile, your whole body should be visible, and record for 1 minute. That's it. Anything you want to say, your introduction, your name, a story, anything. Just do not recite something that you already know. You just think and tell. Do not recite a poem, or do not tell something that you already know, you have read in a book, start defining something. Not those things. Something that you have to tell, a story. The story video, nothing. You just have to tell a story, anything you want to narrate, a life incident, something happened that happened yesterday, day before yesterday, anything. You describe what happened yesterday at 9 p.m. Tell it, record it. Over, recorded, done. Another 30 seconds. We'll start after that. This environment is informal. I'm sitting at my home, so here and there a little bit non-professional things will be there, like I'm drinking water, I'm dressed in a t-shirt, but that should not affect the quality of the class. You do what I'm telling you and you will see the benefits. Yeah, many of you have given the message that we have recorded. We have recorded. Wonderful. Wonderful if you have recorded. That will be your video to refer. Because whatever I will tell after this, you will be able to see what exactly you're doing. So this is your station from where the train starts. And when the train starts, you will understand where were you before the training and where are you after the training, or where you will be after the training, that you can only turn back to this video and refer. So this is good that you are that you have recorded. That's wonderful. Most of you you have recorded and done. So now I will come to the next point. So connect with yourself. Now when I have told you to record this, and I expect most of you have done it, now you will see when you go back to your video, because some students have sent me videos as well, and I have seen those videos. Now do you see, when you play that video, do you see that you are actually not connected with yourself? Some people, they start moving. Some of you do not know what to do with your hands. Some of you keep your hands at the back. Some of you put your hands down. Some of you shift from one leg to another. Keep doing this. Some of you look here and there. So when you are speaking, you actually are not connected with yourself. So if you are not connected with yourself, how do you expect people to connect to you? So when you are speaking, it's very difficult. I know it's difficult to in the initial days, because you know your hands, I have seen the students doing this and that at the back, like the stand with the hands at the back, and at the back the hands are doing all sorts of things. And then I've seen student shifting from one leg to another as if the balancing act is going on. Then I've seen some speakers, they start moving around. They start moving around as if a lion is moving in a cage or a tiger is moving in a cage. So they move from one corner to another. Some people, they look up. They look up and start speaking. Some people, they look only at one person and start speaking. Some people, they look down and start speaking. So all these are very, very common errors. They do not know what to do with their hands. They do not know what to do with the legs. They do not know what the shoulders are doing, what the eyes are doing, what the lips are doing. So when you are not connected with all these body parts, do not expect your audience to connect to you. So the next thing is, stage fear is like any other fear. So all these connectivity problems that I'm talking about, that you are not connected with yourself, means you are not able to understand what your hands are doing. You do not know what your eyes are doing. You do not know what your legs are doing. So that is loss of connection or lack of connection with your body parts. So when you lack connection with yourself, audience will automatically lose connection with you. The next thing is, stage fear is like any other fear. Were you afraid of swimming before you learned it? Of course you were. You were afraid. I was afraid. That big pool of water, though I knew that I cannot sink in this water, but I was still afraid to get down in it because I did not know swimming. So stage fear is like any other fear. You're afraid of the stage? Do not worry. It is like any other fear, and if you learn, the fear will go away. So this is what we are trying to do now. So this is exactly what we are trying to do now. We are trying to learn how to speak, and once you learn speaking, just like what you do after you learn swimming, you jump from a 3-story platform and you dive into the water and you're absolutely okay with it. Now if I take a person who does not know to do that upstairs like that and make him stand in front of the platform, he will start feeling like as if he will have a heart failure, mainly because he will be so afraid to jump from that height. Leave aside from that height, you cannot jump from the side of the pool inside the pool as well. So these are common fears. So this is what you're experiencing right now when you go for public speaking, because you have not learned it. Now, the next thing is, Do you feel nervous? Congratulations. If you feel nervous, that means you are a human being. You have a nervous system. Only humans feel nervous. Tables, chairs, they do not feel nervous. So if you are feeling nervous, or if you feel nervous when you speak, or you go for a speech in front of people, you go for an introduction in front of people, unknown people, if you feel nervous, congratulate yourself, pat yourself a bit, because you are alive and you have a well-developed nervous system. So do not worry about that. And there are only two types of speakers, I can tell you that. One who are nervous and ones who are lying. तो बिना nervousness का speaking हो ही नहीं सकता है. Even today when I go for a training session, of course I'm nervous. Even when I'm taking this class, am I nervous? Yes, of course I am. And that is the reason I took all the preparation. I noted down the points on a PPT, the points that I wanted to share with you. So these are the things that you prepare yourself with, so that the nervousness that you're feeling, it can be utilized in a proper way and you can deliver. Okay? So this is a wonderful thing. If you're feeling nervous, do not worry about it. Congratulate yourself that you're feeling nervous. You have a well-developed nervous system and we can move ahead. Now, the world is changing. Understand this. Now, why we need to learn public speaking? It is not only for students, it's for everyone. Now, the world is changing. Now, you think of two employees, A and B. So, this is A, this is B. So, two employees are there. One is A, the other is B. So these two are there. Now what you do? You see and compare these two. One employee, he is very, very, very good. And this one is also very, very, very good. So both of them are very, very, very good. And both of them are equally skilled. Both of them are equal performers. But this person, the A, he does not prefer to share his skills with others. He does not communicate properly with the team. He does not communicate with the team. He comes to his workplace, he does his work, goes back home. That's it. And the B person, he is equal as that of A, but he comes to work, he interacts with his teammates, he motivates them, he talks to them, he shares his skills with others, and he is always communicating and building up the team. So which one would you like to have in your company? If you are the owner of the company, or if you are the principal of a school, or if you are a doctor, you have some employees in your hospital, which one would you like to have? The A employee, who is as good as the B, but A employee does not talk much and he keeps his skills to himself. He does the work perfectly but goes back home. And the B one, which comes and motivates everyone else, communicates properly, talks with everyone, and then he goes back home. So which one would you like to have? A or B? Let me see the answers. Remember, both of them have equal skills. Yeah, Dipali Deshmukh is B, and everyone has written Vikas Bhangare, Kshitij Vaidya, Ravindra Dutte, Nitesh Bharambe, Laksh Udhani. Wonderful. So everyone you would like to have the B employee in your office. The reason is what? Yes, communication, public speaking. So if public speaking is good, you understand, you stand an additional chance to get employed in an organization. You stand an additional chance to get employed in your organization. So this is to be kept in mind, that just hold on, the screen became blue. Yes, so we are on right now. So we would all like to have the B employee. That's good. Now come to the next point. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to tell you 3 simple steps. Now let me tell you, if I do not tell this, I would be doing an injustice to these people from whom I have learned these things. You know, there is a person in Mumbai called Praveen Vadalkar who played a very crucial role in making me understand what public speaking is. Praveen Vadalkar, I thank you heartily from the core of my heart. And if in my session, lot of points that you have covered comes in, please do not feel offended. I am paying all the respect that I want to do to you, because Praveen Vadalkar, if I wouldn't have watched your videos, I wouldn't have probably known what public speaking is in a very systematic way. And then there are people that I have known of. These people are the ones who are great orators. So I will refer to them when the time comes. So there are 3 simple steps. The first is self-evaluation. So evaluate yourself. So that is exactly what you have done by recording your video. You will evaluate yourself. Do not show the video to others. You look at those videos and see what is there. How your hands are moving, how your eyes are moving, what your lips are doing, how you come in front of the video. Are you nervous? Are you looking nervous? So all these things you need to analyze. The second thing is you need to speak. Now if you are thinking that you will be staying back at your home and you will know how to speak, sorry, leave the class. Leave the class right now. I cannot teach you cycling without actually getting up on the cycle. I cannot teach you swimming without actually getting into the water. So I cannot teach you public speaking if you do not speak. You have to speak. If you are thinking that I will just listen to the video and I will become a public speaker, sorry, that's a wrong conception. So you need to do a lot of speaking, and I am there to support you. I have already shared my mobile number with you, 721-8199-666. I will write that down for you as well. One more time. So this is the WhatsApp number. Please, please, please record your videos and send to me. I am there to support you. Do not feel nervous about that. So you need to speak, you need to record more. And just let me tell you, standing in front of the mirror and speaking, nothing happens with that, because you are not able to evaluate yourself. You are busy speaking, so you cannot simultaneously see, evaluate and speak. So stop talking in front of the mirror, which many people suggest. You do a recording, you have a recording of yourself, and then you evaluate. And the second thing is, after that, every day speak a little bit. Every day I'm going to teach you some techniques. Learn those techniques. So whatever techniques I'm telling you, applying those techniques is the key. So applying those techniques is the key. So now when I move to the next slide, I'll just give a 30-second pause for you to ask me anything if you want. All right, now what to do even before we speak. Now, do you know this? Do you know this, that when you come on the stage or you come in front of anyone, within 20 seconds, within 20 to 30 seconds, the person already decides whether he likes you or not. Whether he likes you or not. You have heard of the term love at first sight? It actually works. It actually works, you know. When you come in front of anyone, it may not be your opposite gender, the same gender, people who are elder than you, people who are younger than you, they decide within 20 seconds whether they will like you or not. So what are the facts on which they decide this? It's very, very important. This is a scientific research that I'm talking about. Even before you start speaking, people already decide whether I'm going to listen to this person or I'm not going to listen. So the first thing is how you come up on the stage. Very, very, very important. Understand these things. So when you come up in front of the stage, what are the things you need to do? The first thing, you know, I've seen, I don't know whether I'm visible or not. I'll just try to check if I can stand up and still be visible. Can you see me? Can you see my face? There's a time lag, so it will take some time for you to see that I'm standing up. All right, so I hope you will be able to see me. Now what happens? Now someone announced. So we invite on the stage the principal of MSM English School, Dr. Swarup Dutta. So I'm going out of the screen and I will come back. So the announcement is, so I invite the principal of MSM English School, Dr. Swarup Dutta, to come up on the stage. And I come up. Now when I do that, what happens? I have already lost the audience. You come up on the stage and you do here and there, you look here and there, and you are a bit nervous. People already decided, hey, isko nahi sunna hai. I don't want to listen to the person. The person is already nervous. The second, I've seen so many people, they are being introduced. They are being introduced on the stage and they are looking somewhere else, checking their mobile phones. And then people, if you look at your mobile phone when you're introduced, people will look at their mobile phones when you start speaking. So remember this very clearly, that when you come up on the stage, you need to come running. You need to come running. So since this is a live video, I'm recording on my laptop, so the whole body is not visible. I will try to give you more videos when the body is visible. But understand these things. When you come up on the stage, you just come up like this. So this is the first thing that you need to understand, that when you come up on the stage, you run to the stage. You show some energy. You show some energy. So when you come up on the stage, if you show some energy, energy is contagious. It spreads faster than the coronavirus. So if you come up on the stage, you are packed with energy, you are running to the stage, your body language is straight and smart, people will have that impression, I want to listen to this person. The second thing, the second point that is given over here is exchange power by shaking hands. So right now coronavirus is going on, we will stick to the Indian way. The Indian way is namaste. So when you come up on the stage and you do a namaste to everyone, people start liking you. Why do you think the politicians do that? The politicians, when they're introduced, they will come up on the stage and start with this, this namaste, or they will shake hands. So understand this thing, that when you come up on the stage, run to the stage. Running does not mean that you are going for a 100-meter sprint. You have to come up with a lot of energy. And the second thing that you do is greet with either a namaste or a handshake or bow down, whatever is comfortable with you, you do that. Now the third thing that you need to understand is you need to have a certificate of confidence. Now what do you understand by the term certificate of confidence? Certificate of confidence is not this. Smile. The lips are there. You need to have a control on your lips. Remember I told you, have a control, have a relation with yourself. So you need to smile. So the moment you smile, your face value increases and people start liking. 20 seconds, within 20 seconds, even before you start speaking, they start liking you. And the last point is pause and pan. What do you mean by pause and pan? Pause and pan basically means you come on the stage, you smile, you do namaste, and then look at the audience, starting from the first person to the very last person, from this corner to that corner. Now what impression it carries? It carries an impression that you are paying attention to everyone. Now how many times it happens that you are speaking to 4 people and you look only at one of them and start speaking? Now what happens in that? Only that person that you're looking at, he also feels uncomfortable that there are 3 people along with me. Why he is not looking at the other 3, and the other 3 feel uncomfortable that he is only speaking to one person. So we should not listen to him. So whenever you start speaking, जब आप बोलना शुरू करो, make sure you look at the entire audience. If there are 5 people, look at 5 of them. If there are 2,000 people, look from one corner to another corner. At times you wave. Have you seen the movie stars, how they do it? They wave. They have been trained. They are being trained how to be in public, how to behave in public. So when you go up on the stage, do not one person that you like or you feel comfortable with. Look at the entire audience. You wave at them. Say namaste, everyone. So when you do that, that's what the politicians do. You remember now how they behave? That is the reason. Pause and pan. So they want to make you love them even before you start speaking. So this is very, very, very important. So I hope I have been able to tell you now the 3 points to make, in fact 4 points. Run on the stage. I'll quickly reduce my frame so that you are able to see the slides. So 4 points, if you remember very clearly: run on the stage, that is come up with a lot of energy, exchange power, and shake hands. Not right now during the coronavirus time. When the coronavirus gets over, right now stick with the Indian way of namaste, and then smile, and then pause and wait and look at everyone and wave at everyone or say namaste to everyone. If you are in a gathering where more people are elder than you, you go for a namaste in a very humble way. They start liking you within 20 seconds. So now very quickly, I'll take 5 more minutes and then we will end the session. I will tell you now what are the methods of starting. So there are 4 steps to go for your public speaking classes. The first one is how you get on the stage. I already told. How you start your conversation. So there are ways to start your conversation and there are ways to end your conversation. So first is how you get up on the stage. 20 seconds before you speak, people starts liking you or disliking you. Second thing is how you start your conversation. Third thing is what is the content. What is the content? What are you trying to speak? Content is very, very important as well. And remember, if you can add stories to your content, it is wonderful. And finally, how you need to end the conversation. So 4 simple steps. If you understand these 4 simple steps, you can do wonders in public speaking. But remember, you have to practice. So today I gave you the first thing that you need to practice, getting up on the stage. So how you come in front of the camera, how you come in front of the stage is very, very important. 4 things you need to do. Come with a lot of energy, shake hands, do namaste, look at everyone and smile. Now I will come to the start. All right, so now we come to the starting techniques. So methods of starting. So I will cover the first point today and the remaining points we will cover in tomorrow's class, okay? So first point is what mistakes people do when they are asked to speak. For example, let's have the announcement. So here is the principal of MSM English School, Dr. Swarup Dutta, and he will talk about the art of parenting. Now I come up on the stage and say, good morning everyone, my name is Dr. Swarup Dutta and I'm going to speak about the art of parenting. This is the biggest mistake that people do. You do not say something that the people already know. So when you come and stay and say, good morning everyone, my name is Dr. Swarup Dutta, they know it. It has already been announced. I'm going to speak on parenting, they know it. It has already been announced. So remember, do not repeat what has already been announced. Or if it is already declared in form of a card or in front of a publicity that has been done that you will be speaking on parenting, you do not come on the stage and start by telling that. The second mistake people do, they come up on the stage and what they do, they take the microphone and, can you hear me? Am I audible? Yes. Is the mic working? No, PPTs, can we get that ready? Again, a big mistake. You do not do housekeeping announcements when you start your speaking, when you start speaking. Housekeeping announcement is not to be done. You do not repeat. So what is the first technique that we are learning today? We are learning the technique. We will start with something called imagine. Imagine, we all love imagining. So the first technique I'm going to teach you today is how to start the conversation using the word imagine. And you will use this technique today while you record. So you say something like this. Here comes Dr. Swarup Dutta and he will speak on the topic art of parenting. So you come up on the stage, you smile, namaste, and then look at everyone and then say, imagine for the moment that your children have grown up and they are taking very, very good care of you. Would you love to imagine that your children have grown up and they are taking very good care of yourself and they have become established in their lives? Now when you say that, you have immediately taken the people in your confidence. You are making them do what you want them to. You have asked them to imagine, or you ask them, Imagine a world where every parent will be a satisfied parent and nothing called old age home exists. So when you tell these things, people will understand and they will imagine along with you. So understand one thing, friends, that when you go for a start like this, where you start with imagine for a moment and you are trying to tell something for them to imagine, you are taking them to a positive direction. And in a positive direction, when you take them, they will start loving you. You are making them imagine things that they want in their lives. So imagine for a moment is a very, very powerful punchline. So I think it's 12 noon right now. I do not want to prolong my class. Let me just check if everyone is fine with this. If you have any questions, you can ask me. So if you have questions, you can ask me, otherwise we'll end the class because the next class is about to start. Yeah, a lot of people have given good compliments. Nice. Shravani Patil, today's class is very interesting. Sachin Patil, thanks for teaching. Easy English by Pawan, yes sir. Aryan Gond, this class is very interesting. Kunal Deepak Barhate, very interesting class. Thank you so much, Kunal. And Pramod Utwal, Prasanna Kabra, that is Tanay, good and nice class. Papu Anand Patil, I like the class, thank you. Urvashi Chaudhary, your class is wonderful, thank you so much Urvashi. Swarali Joshi, thank you for your compliment. Ajay Jadhav, thanks, you are a very good teacher, thank you. Thanks for your compliment. Easy English by Pawan, it's best teaching, wonderful Pawan, thank you. Tomorrow's timing, the Dhaneshwar Friday will be the same timing, that is 11 a.m. Hopefully the network will be good. Nitin Bhodesa was also watching, wonderful. Pooja Shelka battery is low, charge your battery up. All these issues keep happening. So, Darshana Satao, okay, thank you. Alright, so do not forget, I'm going to cover many points in the next classes. So I'm giving you a homework right now. So just by confirming this, if you confirm me, I will be doing it, otherwise I'll not take these classes anymore. The first thing is, you have to record your video, and then if you have not done it earlier, you record it, still you record it, that one video that I told you to, and after that, record the second video where you are applying what I told you. So very quickly to sum up the things that I told you to apply. First thing is, come up on the stage with a lot of energy, smile, do a namaste, move around here and there your eyes, and move in a proper way. You should have that stability. That stability, not like this. Eyes moving like this is not needed. You need to move your eyes as if you're looking at everyone properly. So this is the video that you need to make and send it to my WhatsApp number. Now if you do not send, you are at loss. I am giving these services which people charge for, and this is free of cost that I'm giving you. So please take the opportunity, you record your video and send it to me. I can analyze, and do not forget to write your name. Do not forget to write your name and which class are you from. So thank you so much. Have a nice day, and I'm ending the class right now. Hope all is well. Jitendra Rajput, stop video. I do not know why you want the video to be stopped. Don't worry about that. So again, bye bye everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye.